students, I'm Imani Sharma, your educator. I warmly welcome you all to yet another YouTube session with me. So in the last video, we have talked and solved certain, questions which were related to your RENET examination that happened recently on 21st August. So we have talked about and we had solved questions जो आपके shift 1 में पूछे गए थे, right? आज के particular lecture में in this part 2, because in part 1 we had covered several 50 to 53 questions roughly, and in this lecture, in this particular video, we'll be moving forward with the other questions that follow. Right? So make sure that you are also analyzing and moving forward with me, seeing कि कौन-कौन से questions आप लोग ने mark करे हैं, right? So I'll be discussing the answers with you all. We had solved the question number till question number 103, right? So we'll just be reaching there, and you guys can also analyze that how many of your questions were right or wrong, right? कितने questions आप लोग ने right या wrong करे हैं in your paper. And there were questions in the last video that I told you were the ones which were to be challenged, जिनको आप challenge कर सकते हैं, correct? But we will be waiting for the official answer key to come though, right? So we've reached till question number 94. Any question that you also find challenging या challenge करने के लिए, you guys can drop it down in the comment section below. All right. So we reached to the last question that we have already discussed in the lecture, in the last video, that was part 1 of the same. तो eponymous character का हम लोग ने option B we had chosen as the right answer. A character who gives his or her name to the title of the work with regards to, as we have talked about, Robinson Crusoe, Jane Eyre. Now moving forward to the next question per se. The next question that we have here is different sorts of quotes are given. So you're supposed to match them based on the options provided below, right? So कौन सा quote आप लोग को लग रहा है which matches with the quote that is provided here? Vices are sometimes only virtues carried to excess, so on and so forth. Eternity is said not to be an extension of time, but an absence of time. Be still when you have nothing to say. When genuine passion moves you, say what you've got to say and say it hot. Right? Happiness is but the occasional episode in the general drama of pain. So what do you think is the right answer here? What is the right answer that we've got here? The right answer to this question is option 3. That is A:3. A:3. Happiness is an emotional occasional episode in the general drama of pain by Thomas Hardy. Then we have B:1. Lawrence. Eternity is said not to be an extension of time. C:4. Graham Greene. And Vices are sometimes by our favorite Charles Dickens. So what do we have as the answer here? Option C is the right answer here. Moving on to the next question, which is a question about the sequel of Louisa May Alcott's novels. Let's say Louisa May Alcott, right? Little Women. Which amongst them was the sequel? Second part क्या था? The right answer is Jo's Boys is the right answer to this particular question, right? Jo's Boys is the right answer to this question. Next we have, who among the following English translators of the Bible was burnt to death for his beliefs? However, he is remembered for his careful and important work on translation. Who do we have here? Who do we have as the right answer? We have William Tyndale. Tyndale को जो है, he was burnt because of the fact that there were copies which were smuggled in England of the Bible that he had translated, right? So you guys must have been confused between Tyndale and Coverdale. The right answer is Tyndale is the right answer that we all have here. Next question पे चलते हैं. Which among the following writers or novelists remarked that falsehood is So easy, so difficult. Examine your words well, and you will find that even when you have no motive to be false, it is very hard thing to say the exact truth, even about your own immediate feelings. The right answer is जॉर्ज एलियट ने ये कोट, ये वर्ड्स जो हैं वो कहे हैं, right? So keeping on and moving forward to the next question, that is related to धनंजय. धनंजय ने कुछ चीजें जो है, he has talked about the 5 elements of the plot. What do we understand by the word plot? Plot is the story जिसके ऊपर सारी चीजें बेस करी गई हैं, आपकी कहानी जिस प्लॉट के ऊपर रखी गई है, right? Parallel with 5 stages of the action. From these respectively arises the 5 junctures. तो 5 junctures जिनको वो समधी कहते हैं वो arise होते हैं. Which are these junctures that he is trying to talk about? The right answer that we have for this particular question is option B. अगर हम इनको देखें तो किस सीक्वेंस में सबसे पहले हमारा मुख आता है, right? Then we have प्रतिमुख, the second juncture, then गर्भ, third, fourth we have avmarsh, that is A, and then D, that is upsamriti, that is fifth. ठीक है? So make sure wherever you have noted down Dhananjay in your notes as well on your notebooks, you're also talking about the 5 junctures that he has mentioned in a sequential manner. ये आपके Indian aesthetics में से बहुत important है. This is really very important with regards to your unit or the subcategory in Indian writing that we do is known as Indian aesthetics. Next question. Who among the following friends of Everyman, the main protagonist of the best known morality play Everyman, stays with him when he leaves the world to face death? This is a very easy question. If you would have done the summary of Everyman really nicely, you would have gone the answer correct. That is good deeds. आपके अच्छे कर्म आपके end तक रहते हैं. So through the metaphorical stances of the morality play, right, that is Everyman, we see the morals, they are also personified. ठीक है? Good deeds is the right answer here. Next question that we have here is with regards to the novels or the works which portray some sort of disabled characters in them, right? Disabled characters हमें कई novels या works में देखने के लिए मिलते हैं. क्या आंसर होना चाहिए इसका? By the way, this question is to be challenged. इसको आप challenge भी कर सकते हो, but we will be waiting for the answer key, right? Now coming to what is the right answer? Right answer B, D, E दिया हुआ है on the provisional answer key that we've got. But if you see in Crime and Punishment as well, we do get to see a female character, I guess, who is also handicapped. So this option should also be correct, right? So Jane Austen's के Pride and Prejudice में what do we understand? आजकल के questions में we are also seeing disability studies is gaining lots and lots of prominence, है ना? तो ये आपका right answer हो जाता है. You also are supposed to make sure that when you are reading the summaries of the works, अगर उनमें कोई disability वाले characters हैं. By disability, here I mean something which is physically present there, not the emotional one. क्योंकि अगर I have also read research papers wherein I have seen in Pride and Prejudice there are characters or a character who is autistic as well. तो mental disability नहीं, physical disability को ध्यान में देख के चलना है. ठीक है? Next question that we have is related to matching the term with the definition that we have. The right answer is option D here. A is to 3. ठीक है? Epigram, a short poem with witty turn of thought or wittily condensed expression in prose. Epigone, an inferior or derivative follower of a more distinguished writer. C is to 4. Diegesis is a term used in modern narratology to designate the narrated events. Now you see in this particular shift as well, the first question that we have covered, right? In the last video, the first question जो मैंने शुरू करा था उसमें ये term आई हुई थी. तो एक ही term अगर आप पता हो, you guys can make sure कि आप उसका आंसर जो है दे सकते हैं. वैसे भी C का 4 there is nowhere in the other option. So if you knew this term as well, you would have easily chosen. Then we have Elysian, that is the slurring or suppression of a vowel sound. This is from your linguistics ka part. This particular term is from your linguistics ka part. Right? Next question. Let's move to the next question. The first regular English tragedy, Gorbo Duck, contains 5 acts. While the first 3 acts were written by Thomas Norton, identify the author who had written the remaining 2 acts. A really straightforward question. The right answer is Norton and Sackville करके हम इसको क्लास में भी पढ़ते हैं. तो of course right answer is option 3. Right? Right answer is option 3, Thomas Sackville. Next question. Who among the following stated that the true philosopher and the true poet are one, and a beauty which is truth and a truth which is beauty is the aim of both? Now you would have chosen Keats, because beauty is truth, truth is beauty. No, you need to read the lines carefully. The answer to this question is option 3, Ralph Waldo Emerson. You see in the last to last paper जो हुआ था उसमें भी Skylark poem दी हुई थी, टू स्काईलार्क और द स्काईलार्क, राइट? सो उसमें भी बच्चे गलत चूज करके आए थे बिकॉज दे आर गिविंग यू द ऑप्शंस जानबूझ के लाइक दैट, wherein we have the same sort of a quote, a similar, not a same, similar sort of a quote. Beauty is truth, truth beauty. That is all you know, you need to know, right? So that is by Keats, but this quote is by Ralph Waldo Emerson. All right, transcendentalist in the American age, essayist. चलिए अगला क्वेश्चन है, while documenting when is a block quotation used in prose? block quotation कब यूज होती है prose में, right? What do we have as the right answer here? The right answer is option A. जब आपकी लाइंस 4 लाइंस को एक्सीड कर जाती हैं, अगर आपकी quotation 4 लाइंस को एक्सीड कर जाती है तो we consider it as a block quotation, right? Option A should be the right answer. Next question. Which amongst them is not a novel written by Jean Rice? कौन सी नॉवल नहीं लिखी गई है by Jean Rice? The right answer is option D, Golden Child. Golden Child is written by Claire Adam in the year 2019. Good Morning, Midnight Voyage, In the Dark and Quartet. These are the 3 works which are lesser known ones. So make sure to note them down in your notebooks wherever you are writing about Jean Rice's White Sargasso Sea. ठीक है, तो ये unimportant works और lesser known works को भी note down करके चले. Next question. Match list with list 2. थोड़ा सा, let me just, because you guys will be able to see the options then. Hanji, match list 1 with list 2 here. Easily you would have gone the right answer. क्योंकि Fanny Burney के साथ Evelina is associated. Evelina, Camellia, Cecilia. Right? These are the 3 works that are penned down by her. Then, so A is to 4. Anne Bront, Agnes Grey. Then we have Pearl Buck, The Good Earth, and D is to 3, Nadine Gordimer, My Son's Story. Right? So option 3 is the right answer that we have to this question. Moving forward, Sir Thomas Browne's longest work, Vulgar Errors, is about the mistaken beliefs of the poorly educated people. Right? करा हुआ है ये भी हमने मेन क्लास में. Which among the following writers were associated to Harlem Renaissance? Who were associated to Harlem Renaissance? The right answer to this question that we have here is C. Alan Locke, Langston Hughes, and Zora Neale Hurston. Right? C, D, E. So, if you would have seen D, E आपको पता होता, you could have eliminated these 2 options. But इनमें से ही फिर guesswork लगता आप लोग का. So, Elaine Locke is associated with Harlem Renaissance. Next up. Next question. Who is the author of the book or essay, The Implied Reader and the Act of Reading? Right answer is Wolfgang Iser. Iser is the author of this particular work. So option 2 is the right answer that we all have here. सीधे सीधे क्वेश्चंस आए हुए हैं कई कई. So if you would have prepared nicely तो ये चीज भी अच्छे से हो जाती. Next question that we have, which of the following statements are correct? Correct कौन सी है? The term performativity was coined by Derrida, right? No, it wasn't. So right answer is the idea of meme were originally coined by Richard Dawkins, Kins. We don't have the word G here. Spelling mistake again in the paper, right? The term the culture industry was coined by Adorno and Horkheimer, as we have covered in the class itself, right? Womanism, separate question bhi previous questions may have been seen in the match the following as well. So Alice Walker, ideological state apparatus was not coined by Bakhtin but by Althusser. Right? Gender performativity was coined by Kristeva, right? Chaliye, let's move forward. Gender performativity was coined by Julia Kristeva. Next we have chronological sequence of the works that we all are supposed to do. Kantapura was published in the year 1938. So it is the earliest one here. So E, A, B, C, D. Kantapura, then So Many Hungers in 1947. 1947, All About H. Hatter. H stands for Hindustani Hatter. 1948, G.V. Desani, right? Then we have Music for Mohini, 1952. And 1955, we have The Waiting for the Mahatma, right? Work. So making it option 3 as the right answer. Next question, easy one again. Portmanteau word कौन सा होता है? Portmanteau word is a word formed by combining two words. A:3 is given in two options. Let's read the second word. Philology, right? Philology, what do we understand by the word philology here? Philology, logy का मतलब क्या होता है? Study. So can we see this word study anywhere in this particular word? Yes. Study of the historical developments of language, right? Phatic language क्या होती है? So A:3, B:1, A:3, B:1, making it option B as the right answer. Option B as the right answer. C:2, phatic language used for establishing an atmosphere and the communication of feelings rather than ideas. And phantom word that exists through the error of scribe. गलती से प्रिंट होके, जैसे कल के क्वेश्चन पेपर में we had seen थुम्पा लहरी, झुम्पा लहरी, right? So that is the right answer. Option 2. Next question, who among the following did not belong to the angry young men generation of British playwrights or novelists? The right answer is J.B. Priestley is not the one associated with angry young men movement. Kingsley Amis, John Osborne and Colin Vinson, these three were. Next up, करा हुआ है in the main class. Who was known as the Lady of Christ during his college days at Cambridge? John Milton was known as the Lady of the Christ. Why was he known as the Lady of the Christ? Because of the lush, बहुत बड़े बड़े से अच्छे से बाल थे उनके, right, and fair skin. That's why he was known as the Lady of the Christ. ठीक है? So that's the right answer. Next, who among the following invented Inkscape and Instress? Covered in the class again. Right answer is G.M. Hopkins. Option 4. G.M. Hopkins is the right answer that we have here, right? Next question that we have moving forward is related to Mary Wollstonecraft. कौन सी उनकी autobiographical novel है? The right answer is option 2, Mary, a fiction, right? Autobiographical novel. Option 2 is the right answer. Next question. In his work, The Postmodern Condition, Lyotard announces the eclipse of all grand narratives and sought to declare the death of classical socialism. The same sort of question has been asked in your shift 2 as well. So you see, if you analyze papers, if you prepare for your net paper, straight away questions which now are taking the form of match the following or straight away questions पूछे जा रहे हैं, you can do that, easily solve them. Next question. We are supposed to arrange the works of Raymond Williams in the correct chronological sequence here. Correct chronological sequence here. The right answer is B, C, E, D, A. Culture and Society is a work that he had penned down in the year 1958. Then we have The Long Revolution, 1961. Then we have Modern Tragedy, 1966. Then we have The Country and the City in the year 1973. And Keywords in the year 1976, making it B, C, D, E, A. B, C, E, D, A as the right answer. ठीक है? Next up. Which of the following campus novels? इनको correct chronological sequence में लगाना है आप लोग को, right? So what should be the right answer? Option B, D, C, B, A, E. So सबसे पहले Evelyn was Brideshead Revisited was published in the year 1945. ठीक है? Then C, Mary McCarthy's The Grove of Academe, 1951. Right, Academy. Then B, Malcolm है ये, Malcolm नहीं है. Malcolm Bradbury's The History Man in the year 1975. Then we have J.M. Coetzee's Disgrace, 1991, जिसको बुकर भी मिला हुआ था, है ना? And Philip Roth The Human Stain in the year 2000, making it D, C, B, A, E as the right answer to this particular question. Moving forward to the next question. Which statements define or describe utopia or dystopia? Whenever we try to talk about in the class itself as well about the word utopia or Thomas More's work Utopia, we tend to talk about these two terms simultaneously because एक दूसरे के opposite हैं. ठीक है? Right answer है आपका, कौन सी आपकी correct है? First to apply utopia to literary genre when he named his imaginary republic Utopia. First time Thomas More ने use किया था. And then we see Orwell's 1984 and Huxley's Brave New World are dystopian / anti-utopian text. Yes. Utopia 1560 essay in 4 books. No. Utopia was originally written in English. No, it was written in Latin. Translated into French, German and Spanish by Ralph Robinson. No, majorly in English by Ralph Robinson. Right. So, option C is the right answer here. Next again, a question where we have the Dalit writer. You are supposed to match it up with the language that they are associated with. Lal Singh Dil is associated with the Punjabi language. ठीक है? Urmila Pawar with Marathi. ठीक है? So A is to 3, B is to 4 already हो गया है. A is to 3, B is to 4 हो गया है. Tulsi Ram is with Hindi and Devanur Mahadev जो है, he is associated with Kannada language. With the Kannada language. So option C is the right answer. Next question. Who among the following called Dryden as the father of English criticism and affirmed that modern English prose began with Dryden's essay on dramatic poesy? किसने बोला था ये चीज? Dryden को father of English criticism Samuel Johnson ने बोला था, making 3 option or C option as the correct one to be chosen. Next, who among the following, which are the plays that John Fletcher wrote in collaboration? So Fletcher and Beaumont ने कौन से works जो थे वो लिखे थे in collaboration? The right answer is option 1, Cupid's Revenge and The Maid's Tragedy. These were written in collaboration with Francis Beaumont. ठीक है? Next. Again, match the post-colonial writer with the text that they have penned down. What should be the answer here? Aimé Césaire, Ngugi wa Thiong'o wrote Language of Languages. Aimé Césaire wrote Discourse on Colonialism, right? Frantz Fanon wrote Towards the African Revolution, and Chinua Achebe, There Was a Country. So, A is to 3, B is to 4, C is to 1 and D is to 2, making it option 2 as the right answer that we have here. Next question. Who among the following critics said that the object of study in literary science is not literature about literariness, but that is what makes the given work a literary work? अगर आपने ये term वैसे भी पढ़ी होगी, so you know that this particular term has been coined by Romain Jacobson, right? Jacobson ने ये term जो है coin करी थी, right? So right answer is option B that we have here, right? B that we have here. Next question related to historical plays of Shakespeare. आपको चूज करना था कौन से इनमें से शेक्सपियर के historical plays नहीं है. Which amongst them are not the plays written by Shakespeare जो कि historical plays हैं? The right answer is A and E, option D. Henry III and Richard V. These are not any plays written by Shakespeare. Richard II, Richard II and Henry V are the ones penned down by him. Next question पे चलते हैं. Which of the following writers have played a significant role in the Australian Aboriginal movements? Australian Aboriginal movements में इनमें से कौन से writers ने they have played a very very important role? Aboriginal, native, right? So right answer is BCE, Odero Nonukul, J.K. Davis and Kevin Gilbert. Judith Wright and David Malouf, these were not Aboriginal writers. They were Australians, but they were not Aboriginals. These three were the Aboriginals as well, right? Next question. Next question is related to Panchtantra. ठीक है, कौन से options इनमें से correct है? It is a manual for the instructions of a king in the principles of good conduct, right? So B is there. Then we have D, option D is the right answer. Tantrakya is one of the oldest redactions of Panchtantra, and Panchtantra is divided into Panch means 5 parts, right? तो पंचतंत्र की अगर पता होता तो दो options already eliminate हो जाते, right? This one, no, it is given ulta, and the first book deals with the adventures of a tortoise, deer and a cow. No, doesn't deal with that. Which amongst them is not a play written by Eugene O'Neill? Anna Christie's Strange Interlude, The Plough and the Stars. The Plough and the Stars is written by Sean O'Casey or Sean O'Casey, whatever, however you want to pronounce. ठीक है, शीनो केसी ने ये लिखा है द प्लाउ एंड द स्टार्स. इसके ऊपर बहुत सारे रायट्स भी हुए थे. दिस वाज अ प्ले परफॉर्म्ड इन द एबी थिएटर. इफ यू रिमेंबर इन द क्लास वी हैव कवर्ड दिस थिंग. जब W.B. Yeats के प्लेज एटसेट्रा की बात करते हैं विद J.M. Synge इन द एबी थिएटर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. हु अमंग देम was not associated with Bloomsbury group? We have covered again in the class. Answer simple है. Edmund Husserl is not at all associated with the with this particular group that we know as the Bloomsbury group. Next question चलते हैं. Next question now we have here is first comprehension जो आपका poetry based है. Just read the poem here. All around me are words and words and words. They grow on me like leaves. They never seem to stop their slow growing from within, but I tell myself, words are a nuisance. Beware of them. They can be so many things. A chasm where running feet must pause to look. A sea with paralyzing waves, a blast of burning air, or a knife most willing to cut your best friend's throat. Words are a nuisance, but they grow on me like leaves on a tree. They never run to stop their coming from a silence somewhere deep within. So the first question that we all have with regards to this particular comprehension, फटाफट से देख लेते हैं. The first answer to this particular question is, ये जो पूछा गया है कि major theme क्या है, what do we have as the major theme? That words can be restricted or not. क्या किया जा सकता है? Words, the growth and flow of words cannot be restricted. This is the right answer to this question. Next one. The poem is most similar in style to open verse. कोई इसका specific rhyming meter या pattern हमें नहीं देखने के लिए मिल रहा है. Next question. Which of the following is not a metaphor implied in the poem? Which is not a metaphor implied in the poem? कौन सा इनमें से metaphor apply नहीं किया गया है? throat is not a metaphor. ये बोला गया कि words are like a knife to the throat of your friend. So knife is a metaphor, right? That words can cut your friend's throat. So throat is not a metaphor here, right? Next question. Next question we have, which of the following line indicates the destructive characters of words? कहाँ पे हमें देखने के लिए मिल रहा है कि words जो है वो हमें destructive हो सकते हैं? The right answer to this question is they can be a blast of burning air, right? Destruction, burning air. Next question. Which of the following devices used in the opening line of the poem? Words and words and words. This is known as anaphora. जब कोई चीज बार बार कोई word या phrase is repeated time and again, we shall fight like this, we shall fight like that. So we shall fight is a phrase which keeps on repeating. That figures of speech, that particular figure of speech is known as anaphora, right? So should be answer 2. Next आपका comprehension था जो आप लोग को एक इस term में दिया गया था. We will not be able to read that entirely, or shall we? I believe implicitly that a child is not born mischievous in the bad sense of the term. If parents would behave themselves while the child is growing, before it is born and after, it's a well-known fact that the child would instinctively obey the law of truth and the law of love. And believe me, from my experience of hundreds, I was going to say thousands of children, I know that they have perhaps a finer sense of honor that you or I have. The greatest lessons of life, if we would but stoop and humble ourselves, we would learn not from the grown-up learned men, but from the so-called ignorant children. Jesus never uttered a loftier or a grander truth that when he said that wisdom cometh out of the mouth of babes. I believe it. I've noticed it in my experience that if we would approach babes or babies in humility and innocence, we would learn wisdom from them. I have learned this one lesson, that what is impossible with man is child's play with God. And if we, kahan gaya? Child's play with God, and if we have faith in that divinity which presides on the destiny of meanest of his creation, I have no doubt that all things are possible. And in that final hope, I believe and pass my time and endeavor to obey his will. If we are to reach real peace in this world, and if we are to carry on a real war against war, we shall have to begin with children. And if they grow up, they will grow up in their natural innocence. We won't have to struggle. We won't have to pass fruitless, idle resolutions, but we shall go from love to love and peace to peace until at last the corners of the world are covered with that peace and love for which consciously or unconsciously the whole world is hungry. Right? So what do you think is the answer to the first question that we have here? That what does the word real war signify in the phrase a real war against war? A war, the right answer is option D, a war against self-conceit and prejudices that are prevailing in the society. Right? So option D is the right answer. Next question. What kind of passage is this? किस तरीके का passage है ये? Expository, persuasive, descriptive या analytic? It is persuasive essay. Expository होता है जिसमें whys and hows present किए जाते हैं. Descriptive होता है if you have something in front of you is supposed to describe, आप उसके minor से minor details बताते हो. Analytical, you go by analyzing and criticizing, आप उसके pros and cons दोनों बताते हो. But this is a persuasive, that we should be relying much and more on children, right? They are the ones which are having that naivety or innocence in them as compared to the elder human beings. So this is a persuasive text, persuasive sort of a passage. Next question that we have here is, which will of God is the author referring to in the line, I believe and pass my time to endeavor to obey his will? What is he saying? He is saying to run towards children in humility and in innocence to learn wisdom. This is the right answer to this question that we have. This is the right answer to this question that we have. Moving on to the next question. What, according to the passage, is needed to spread peace and love in the world? Preservation of natural innocence. Preservation of natural innocence is required to spread peace in the world. जो हम बच्चों से ही सीख सकते हैं, as the author says. The last question. Which phrase rightly encapsulates the central message of the poem? For even the wisest can learn incalculably much from children. And with this, we come to end of this particular session with the questions that we were solving, right? So, up you guys need to make sure that if you want to revisit this particular video to note down certain new topics, you can incorporate these new things. If you are self-studying, if you are enrolled in the course, of course we are covering that in the class itself as well, right? So thank you so much for watching. If you have any doubts that you have, comment down below and I will surely reply. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye bye.